Hello, how is everybody doing today? Everybody doing okay today? So today we're going to be discussing fossils. And all of you should already basically know what a fossil is. So we're just going to be learning a little more about fossils. Have you guys ever found a fossil? Did you ever wonder what might have possibly formed that fossil? Well, today we're going to be talking about different organisms, different kinds of fossils. So fossils, we'll do a little bit of a few facts about fossils. They're formed over long periods of time. They are traces of organisms, preserved remains or traces of organisms that lived in the distant past. Do you guys know how long it takes for a fossil to be considered a fossil? It takes 10,000 years for a fossil to be considered a fossil. So fossils have to be over 10,000 years old. That is a long time. So we have two main types of fossils. We have body fossils and trace fossils. Can anybody guess what a body fossil might be or what a trace fossil might be? Body fossils are plants or animals that were once living, such as dinosaur bones, fossilized dinosaur bones. Trace fossils are signs of once living organisms, such as footprints. Footprints that may have been left behind from other kinds of organisms or from organisms. So that's just a few little facts about fossils. Let's see, they're formed over long periods of time. They are preserved or traces of organisms from the past from a very long time ago. A fossil must be over 10,000 years old to be considered a fossil. Just to be considered a fossil, it has to be over 10,000 years old. We have two different types of fossils. We have body fossils, dinosaur bones, for example, which I'm sure everybody's seen at least a picture of dinosaur bones before. Trace are different footprints. They're just traces of organisms. When you think of the word trace, you think of traces of those organisms. So today we're actually going to be doing a little presentation. Everybody's going to make a PowerPoint. Everybody's going to be assigned a specific organism, a fossil, to research and make a PowerPoint about. Each student's going to be given something different. You're going to record your information on a piece of paper so you have everything organized for your PowerPoint. After your research, you're going to create your PowerPoint about what you might have found interesting and some pictures. The materials that we will use for this assignment, we're going to need our computers, of course. We're going to need the internet. We're going to use the internet. Everybody's going to need a pen or pencil and a piece of paper to write your information down on. So I'm going to write on the board what all your PowerPoint needs to contain. This is everything your PowerPoint is going to need. So you're going to need at least 3 resources. I want you to, whenever you're writing down all your information, I before you move on to the next website, go ahead and write down the name of that website so that you know it and you have it to put on your reference slide. You're going to need at least 3 references, so at least 3 different websites. So we're going to have 3 references. And you're going to need to have at least 3 slides. And those 3 slides are not including your reference slide. So you're going to have 3 plus your reference slide. So we'll put 3 slides of info. You're going to have at least 10 pieces of information or facts on your PowerPoint. Also, I want you to have at least one picture of your fossil, so everybody can see what your fossil looks like. Now, if you find more information that you think is just interesting that you want to put in your PowerPoint, please add as much as you want. You can definitely have more than 3 slides of info. That's just the bare minimum that you have to have. You can have more than 10 pieces of information, more than 1 picture, but you have to have at least 10 pieces and at least 1 picture. So, and for your file name, I want you to save your files under your name so that I know whose presentation belongs to who. So after everybody presents their PowerPoint to the class, everybody's going to present their PowerPoint to the class. I might ask a few questions to everybody, and everybody's going to get to see everybody else's PowerPoint. And after we finish all of that, we are going to do a fossil worksheet. Everybody's going to have a worksheet to do to see what we've all learned about fossils. Shouldn't be anything too hard. If you guys have any questions that you may want to ask, please feel free to ask me. I will answer any questions you have while you complete your PowerPoint. So everybody, just good luck, and we'll see what everybody comes up with.